Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, if you guys are keeping up with the Long Island audit, then you know his latest video is of a so-called audit at an airport out in Virginia. Now hear me out guys, and I think most of you guys have, if you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know every time I see an audit dealing with an airport, I kind of make the same comments all the time. I honestly feel that's the last place any of these assholes should be doing so-called audit at. Now mind you guys, I'll say it real quick, and I hate repeating myself, you know, I end up doing it sometimes because I get worked up, but an audit at an airport, guys, after 9/11, and I hate, you know, I've heard it from the frauditors. They'll throw it out there when a police officer approaches them and they tell them, in this day and age, you know, and all of a sudden it's like they're getting bent out of shape. Oh, we're gonna relive 9/11 for the rest of our lives, or, you know, yes, damn it, yes, 9/11 was a big deal. It was a big deal to me. You know what I mean? I didn't have any family members. You know, almost 3,000 people died in that situation over there. Okay, I didn't have any family. I did have a couple uncles that worked in the World Trade Center, but none of them got hurt. But the ideal is, guys, come on, that was something dramatic. As we all know, and I've said it plenty of times, the United States has gone overseas to other third world countries and pissed them off. You know, listen, the United States got a lot of skeletons in their closets, whether you guys know it or not. They've pissed off a lot of third world countries that they're lined up, ready to screw with us, to get even, okay? Unfortunately, it's the citizens that kind of like take the brunt, take the hit for what the government does, okay? And again, you know, I say that these guys out there in these third world countries, when they do something dramatic, they want to hit, like the World Trade Center was picked because it's like the heart of the financial of the United States. You know, like that's where all the money was at somewhat. So they wanted to make a big impact, as well as they were targeting other areas where large amount of people gather. Okay, these guys, when they try to make a point, when they're trying to prove their point or whatever the case may be, they target like areas where a large amount of people, that's how they, you know, killing a large amount of United States citizen makes them feel like, yeah, we got their government. And it's the people that really don't know what the hell our government is doing. You know, I've had like when the government went out to Iraq or whatever to get Saddam Hussein, and Bush said something about he had mass weapons of you know, destruction or whatever, and nothing was ever found. I mean, that guy was off he wasn't playing with a full deck as well. But it's like we stick our noses in things that we ain't really got nothing to do with. Yes, that guy was killing his own people, gassing them and doing all kind of crazy shit. And here we are, going over there to play. And I admire that, but and then I say, damn it, we got our own problems here. And what's that phrase, guys? Take care of what's in your backyard first before you go trying to take care of somebody else's backyard. And they never found any weapons of mass destruction. And all you heard from other people, oh, we went out there because we wanted their oil and all kind of other shit, which I kind of think that's what it was all about, guys. At the end of the day, I think it was all about oils, but that's a whole different video and whole different conversation. But again, guys, I say 9/11 was a very dramatic thing, okay? So, you know, airports, listen, they were lacking. I got two clips here that I picked from the news dealing with the 9/11, the airports, okay? Hopefully I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who lost family members in that little deal. Trust me, I got most respect for anybody that was at that 9/11 when it happened, and anybody who lost family members. I'm from New York, born and raised in Manhattan, so, you know, that's my neck of the woods, you know, and it's unfortunate. And let me say, guys, when these guys go to the airport and the hijackers, there's one, you'll see it here. I think I'll point it out when I get to it. The news guy was saying that the hijacker, two of them, were scanning the security thing, the checkpoint, to figure out, ain't that some shit? They were, two of the hijackers that they caught on the camera were like surveilling the checkpoint. I can only imagine they wanted to see, okay, they're checking this and they're checking that, So here these guys, right? These frauditors, they make it a point, Long Island Audit, annoying America. I got 2 video guys, okay? 2 clips with the news dealing with 9/11, and then 2 damn audits from the Long Island Audit. That's his latest video. Plus annoying America doing the same shit, guys. So the whole ideal is, we already know the hijackers got away with murder. Who knows? Yeah, they died or whatever. But who knows, before taking the planes, were they at the airport checking things out before they did what they did? So they knew, so they would know the procedure and shit like that? We don't know that. I mean, the news came out and said 2 of them were surveilling the checkpoint or whatever. But, probably all of them did it. Just to see what they had to go through before they got on the airplane. So then these guys, like the Long Island Audit in this damn video, and he's done a couple of so-called audits at the airport, he'll walk around, mind you guys, listen to me, you're talking about a guy with his camera phone, no luggage, walking around, and then he'll stop at checkpoints and record away. And come on, people that are either going on the airplane or coming back or whatever the case may be, they see a guy that looks suspicious, no luggage, recording the checkpoint. What's going to cross your mind? This guy is like trying to get an idea of what the routine is, what security is all about, and so on. So yeah, they'll make attempts to, inform the authorities, hey, this guy is acting suspicious, he's recording. These guys know it. And Long Island Audit made a comment in this video. Yes, I understand it's, heightened alert with all the stuff that went on, but I'm here exercising my right. So you asshole, you know that the airport is a very sensitive area, that the shit you doing does cause attention to yourself, and people are just, they'll go to the authorities being concerned, okay? And this is because he knows it. This is why he does it. It's like he wants to, I don't know, do they get off? Do the frauditors get off knowing that, okay, I know I'm going to bring suspicion to myself by doing what I'm doing. I'm going to alarm everybody that's in the airport, but fuck it. It's my right, so I can do it. That's the way it is, guys. That's what it boils down to, okay? Because he knows it. He made a damn comment in this video. He understands why people get bent out of shape and consider what he's doing whacked out. So then why the hell do you do it? You know what I mean? Just so he can get off and say, when the TSA, they're another joke. Here on their website, they're allowing the recording of their checkpoints. Why? Wouldn't you want why do you want the bad guy to know what the hell you're doing? What are you checking for, and so on? It doesn't make sense why on their website they say it's okay. And then, I like the idea that some of the employees there, they see a guy that's recording the checkpoint, and they'll approach him. Hey, yo, what's up? What are you doing? What's going on? You're causing concern here, and what's going on? And then the kick in the ass is, he gets the last word in. He makes them look stupid. Look, he showed. In this video, you're going to see it. In my opinion, there's 2 officers that are coming, they're going to approach him. One of them, he gives the cell phone, look what the TSA on their website, what it says. That one cop says, okay, continue doing what you want to do. And then another cop will kind of dispute it in a sense, because as we all know, these damn frauditors like to say they're journalists, right? They want to play reporter, whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? So now the other officer, in that facility there, in the airport, if you're media, which he's stating he's media, you have to get prior approval for recording, okay? So, on 1 minute here, I'm a journalist, and when things are not working, he didn't turn around and debate the fact that he was a journalist, but the one captain is telling him, as a news media, you have to make appointments for recording. You just can't come in here and record away. You got to make appointments. So this way, everybody's on the same page. Oh, okay, that's Sean Paul from Long Island Audit. He's recording. Don't worry about it. Don't get alarmed or whatever. That's the way you do shit. So everybody's on the same page. But you get some guy that you don't know who the hell he is, and then when you approach them and you're trying to assess him, you're trying to figure out, what's he here for, what's he doing. I don't answer questions, or like they don't want to give up no information. So what the hell do you want them to think? So at the end of the day, they're doing their job. They're doing their job by questioning him, and then at the end of the video, it's like, oh, they failed or whatever because they were trying to tell me to stop recording and so on. He made it sound like they're trying to violate his damn rights. No, they're trying to protect everybody that's in the damn airport, and stop some knucklehead who's not playing with a full deck that may want to bring something on the airplane to hijack it and kill other people as well as the people on the airplane. So he makes it sound like everybody's out to get him. Everybody from the government is out to violate everybody. It's not like that. Granted, it's his right. It's what he's doing is legal, but he's fucking with everybody's head that's there. He's playing with everybody's emotions. You see somebody at the airport recording the checkpoint, I would think it's very concerning. I would think it's very suspicious. And, damn it, you want to ask questions because you want to figure, is this guy a bad guy? That's why you ask questions. Hey, what's your name? And, you want to get an idea. Because a bad guy is going to screw up and rat himself out. Hey, let's go. You're done. You're arrested and get him away. But these fucking guys, they make it sound like you're trying to violate their right because you're asking them, a few questions or whatever. So everybody, listen, I'm hoping that you guys read the comments because that pissed me off too. He had 3,000 and change comments on this video. Okay? This video had over 3,000 comments on there. Oh, Sean, right on, man. You the man. You showed them. You showed them up. And so on. Damn it, out of over 3,000 comments, nobody said shit about, hey, Sean, I understand it's your rights, man, but do you understand that you're causing a little bit of an alarm by what you're doing, guys? That's what pissed me off. That's what pissed his own subscribers. All they're worrying about is that Sean Paul, his rights didn't get violated. And when the cops approached him, he made them look like jerks or whatever because he got away with continuing to record. That's all they cared. That's all they spoke about. I took snapshots of the goddamn of the comments. Read them, guys. It bothered me. Over 3,000 comments, and nobody said shit about, Sean, you got to be a little understanding that what you're doing is kind of screwed up. You don't have to go to the airport where it's a sensitive area. After 9/11, everything is, anything city halls and shit like that. Come on, guys. Those are targets. That's why people act the way they act when these assholes go over there and they're recording. Because they don't know. These guys could be gathering intelligence to come, and I've said it before, where if these guys get what they want, what they're fighting for, like assholes when they go to City Hall, they want people to be able to walk into City Hall without signing in, without answering no questions, and roam around and do what you want to do. Maybe in a different world, in a different time, no problem. But in this world that we're living in, with all the crazy assholes that we got out there, with all the people that want to do us harm, no, guys, I want more security. I want to make sure they don't hurt us again. Because I honestly think they're going to try to hit us one more time. They're waiting for, come on, we got sleeper cells here, if you guys know what that is. They're here with us. The bad guys are living here already. They're just waiting for a go word, okay? They're in our backyards. They're our next door neighbors. Listen, I could get into stories, guys, when I lived in New York. It's unfortunate because, as a Muslim, and, when that 9/11 happened, listen, everybody was looking at anybody who was from the Middle East or whatever. We were looking at them like they were bad guys. It's unfortunate, okay? But, I don't know. It is what it is, but again, I say, back to the comments, that it bothered me, guys, that over 3,000 comments, everybody was talking about his fucking rights. Yeah, you got them, guy. You did good. You made them look stupid, and they try to violate your rights. They try to tell you couldn't record there, but you showed them on your phone what the TSA said, and they left you alone, and so on. They belittled the captain who was telling them. Media, which these assholes turn around and always say they're journalists. Hey, well, media has to make, appointments. They have to get prior approval before recording. But, like these guys, if you get them with something, they turn around and it's like you're no winning with these guys. Read the comments, guys, before you watch the video. Read the comments, man. And honestly, maybe I'm taking it to heart. But it bothered me that out of over 3,000 comments, nobody said shit about why the officers are the way they are. Let's get with the videos, guys. I know I'm doing a little rant. I've done a lot of ranting here, but guys, this is a touchy subject, man. I don't know why the hell they picked the goddamn airports when they know that's a very, very sensitive area. Let's get to the video, guys.
Well, the results are finally in tonight on just how good airport security is 10 years after the attacks of September 11, 2001. Billions have been spent on securing our skies and countless passengers inconvenienced. And some attempted attacks have been stopped, no question. But is the fact that no American flights have been hijacked or bombed since 9/11 a matter of good security or just good luck? Tonight, ABC's Brian Ross investigates. Brian?
Terry, 10 years later, the 9/11 Commission report card out today, produced by the Bipartisan Policy Center, includes what its co-chairman calls very few A's, lots of C's and incompletes, and at least 2 significant F's, failures. In other words, safer from terrorist attack, but not yet safe.
United 93, Cleveland. United 93, Cleveland, do you still hear the center? United 93.
Could it happen again, 10 years later?
Captain, I would like to remain seated. On board.
Billions of dollars have been spent to prevent terrorists from again attacking the United States.
The other tower just collapsed. Major collapse.
Yet 10 years later, many of the urgent security improvements proposed by the 9/11 Commission, set up to make sure this never happened again, have yet to be implemented.
I think we haven't maybe got the same sense of urgency. And in this one, we've got to have it because there are still people out there who want to kill Americans. And they're trying to find different ways of accomplishing their end.
10 years ago, there was no TSA, and airport security was run by the airlines, whose screeners allowed the 19 hijackers to board that September morning carrying box cutters and knives.
In 2001, security was illusory. The airlines pretended to deliver security, and the government pretended to find it okay.
2 of the hijackers were even on a border watch list, but they were still able to board their flights. A former TSA administrator, Kip Hawley, says that could not happen today, and their plot would be stopped.
The 9/11 plot, as it was designed then, would be highly unlikely. If they were on the no-fly list, if those 2 today tried to buy tickets and fly, they would not do it.
That has changed.
That has changed.
Still, the report card out today on the 9/11 Commission recommendations concluded not enough has changed. We are still highly vulnerable to aviation security threats, the report says.
So we really have not got it right yet.
In particular, the ability to detect explosives that could bring down an airplane despite a huge investment in expensive screening machines.
If we're spending all this money and doing it and making the public go through all this stuff, then we ought to get it right.
The failure came into sharp focus when a passenger on this jet bound for Detroit was able to get past security with a bomb in his underpants. And even before that, when surveillance of a London-based al-Qaeda group revealed they were developing a bomb formula using hydrogen peroxide that could not be detected.
This particular formula was highly concentrated and way more powerful than what our bomb community thought was possible.
Was it a surprise to you that they had outsmarted you?
No. We know that they're always thinking of ways to change what they're doing.
So they're not dummies.
No, they're not dummies. Absolutely not.
The TSA acknowledges there is still no silver bullet or perfect technology to detect explosives. But former Administrator Hawley says by inspecting passengers' shoes and restricting the amount of liquid brought on board, the goal is to make sure no potential bomb, even with the new formula, is large enough to bring down a plane. A liquid bomb could get on board, just not a big one.
And yes, you don't want a bomb going off and injuring people in a plane. But you do not want to let them bring a bomb that will catastrophically destroy the plane.
And the strategy of U.S. security officials to prevent another 9/11 seems to be based heavily on what's different now on the planes themselves. Heavily reinforced cockpit doors, plus passengers, pilots, and federal air marshals ready to fight back.
Passengers aren't going to stand for it, but the pilots aren't going to stand for it. There are thousands of armed pilots. There are thousands of armed law enforcement officers who fly every day. And then, as you know, there are air marshals on the flights. So trying to hijack a plane from back of the cockpit door is, I think, very, very small odds.
The report card does praise the FBI and the CIA for finally working together, and credits them with disrupting many plots and bringing to justice many terrorist operatives. The most recent example, the killing earlier this month of al-Qaeda's number 2 man in Pakistan, who ABC News has learned was the main contact between Osama bin Laden and the al-Qaeda network.
Involved in the situation. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the Richmond International Airport here in Richmond, Virginia. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. Do not enter.
Are you looking for something? Say, are you flying out?
I'm sorry?
Are you flying out?
No.
Oh, okay. You waiting on somebody?
Yeah, no, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the airport.
Huh?
I'm just taking some pictures and video of the airport.
Just can't get me, okay?
I'm not trying to get you, but you started talking to me, so now I am, I guess. But that's not my intent.
Waiting for somebody to go through?
Hi, how are you, sir?
Good.
No, I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Okay, for...
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay. I can't have you stand in the queue here, but I can have you on the other side there.
Okay, cool.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Can I get your name?
Huh?
Your
Ralph.
name? Ralph. Okay. Just so I know who I spoke to. Thanks.
If you're not flying, we do ask that you're off of the checkpoint.
I'm not on the checkpoint.
You are on the checkpoint. Yeah. I know it sounds weird, but... So what you doing?
Oh, much. Just recording. How about you?
Oh, just curious.
Oh, okay. Just recording. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just gathering some content for a story
All
on
right.
security checkpoints at TSA.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what's
Just it.
for? I mean, independent.
Independent for myself.
Political,
No, not political.
traveling?
Just,
I mean, I'm just curious.
yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's just travel. Nothing political at all.
Oh, yeah, no, you gotta excuse me. I'm just questioning.
Oh yeah. No,
Just
no,
curious.
nothing political. I try to stay out of politics.
Okay. It's just we see a lot of people. Nobody's ever curious about the checkpoints. That's why I
okay.
asked.
Gotcha.
No harm, no foul. Don't mean to give you the creepies or nothing.
No, I don't. And likewise, I just taking pictures in public. That's all.
Okay, because our job is kind of boring, and anybody that shows the interest, we're like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So it's like I want to call the doctors and give you a lobotomy. I'm just playing.
It's all good.
So, just was curious. Okay, there's just.
All right.
We have a policy that said this is a checkpoint, and if you're not traveling, we kick off a lot of the dads and moms that are waiting on the children.
Oh, okay.
So that's all we're doing.
All right, cool. Sounds
All right,
good.
cool.
No problem.
All right, let's look at the big picture here, guys. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8. You got like 8, 9 people standing online waiting to go through checkpoint. That's it. 9 people, and then you got the metal detectors and that X-ray machine. That's it. There's no scenery there. What purpose would there be for somebody to be standing there recording? I could understand if there was some kind of scenery or a statue or something, okay? Or a family member that's sending off another family member, hey, let's take pictures before you get on the plane, memories and all that, right? That's normal people stuff, okay? But you're talking about one person there with no luggage, standing there for an hour or two, because frauditors will stay there until they get somebody that will give them that confrontational back and forth argument about, hey, you can't record here, it's a checkpoint, because that's what they're waiting for. That's their content, guys. That's what they're going to upload to YouTube as their content. But you look at the big picture here and you say, what? You're definitely doing this shit intentionally to bring attention to yourself, because no normal person would be standing there recording 9 people that you don't know, okay? None of them are your family members or friends. I mean, come on. Unless you're the bad guy who's trying to figure out what security, the routine of security is there, what other purpose would you have to be standing there for hours recording? I don't know. You tell me, guys, if that don't make sense to you. Because they intentionally do shit just to be able to make the officer or whoever approaches them make them look stupid. TSA, they're a joke. They're a joke for having it on their website that it's allowable for people to take recordings and so on of their checkpoints. It does not make any sense to me, but hey, I'm just another knucklehead on YouTube.
So apparently, across this line, you're in the security checkpoint, and that's someplace you cannot be. So we'll comply. Not a big deal. I was like right over here before. Now I'm right over here, so it's really not that big of a deal. Good. How are you doing today?
Good. Hey, can I help you? I noticed your videotape.
Yeah. I spoke to TSA about it already.
Yeah, they don't want you to videotape their security checkpoints.
They don't want me to videotape the security checkpoints?
Yeah,
Why is that?
that's their protocol.
It is?
Yeah.
And you are?
I'm with the airport police.
Airport police?
Right.
Matthew Tenney?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a badge number, sir?
Badge number?
Do you have one?
Yeah, it's right on the badge. 1.
Oh, 1. Number 1. Really cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And your name?
My name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay. So, what's your purpose to videotape?
I'm just gathering content for a story.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on a story on the Richmond International Airport,
Okay.
and just grabbing some pictures for it.
Yeah.
TSA told you that it was against their protocol for me to record the security checkpoints?
They don't like people going in and videotaping the operation,
Yeah.
the screening operation.
Well, I think I have it right here, officer. On the TSA website, they explicitly, let me find it for you, have it pulled up. So this is tsa.gov over here, and they explicitly state that I'm permitted to film security checkpoints. So it's right here. I mean, you can read it if you'd like.
I'd like to
here,
read that.
Sure. That's tsa.gov on top.
Okay, it looks like as long as you're not blocking anybody from entering.
Which I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people here today anyway, so
No.
to block anybody, but
Yeah.
no, that's why I found it concerning that they would think that
Okay.
because this is, as you see, this is TSA.gov's
Right.
website. I understand them being concerned, officer,
Right.
as in this is an airport. I understand it's
Right.
a higher, level of security here and, awareness, which I respect.
All right, so you heard what came out of his mouth. He is fully aware and understands what he's doing is causing concern. That's exactly what he's looking to do, because he's waiting for something like this, somebody to come and approach him. But think about it, guys. Here, I'm gathering content for a story. What content? If you're just standing there recording the people that are just standing around waiting to get through the checkpoint. Is that the content that you're looking for? It doesn't make any sense. And then basically he's telling you, I know what I'm doing is causing concern and it alarms people, but screw it, guys, because TSA says I can do it, I'm going to do it. I have no real purpose, no real meaning to be here. I'm not sending off a family member on the airplane or nothing like that. I'm not waiting for anybody to come off an airplane. I'm just coming here so I can show the people on YouTube that I can do it, that it is legal. That's his content, guys.
But, I already communicated with them that I was an independent journalist. My name is Sean. I'm just taking video just for journalism purposes.
Right.
And that's all. That's all I'm doing here today.
Okay.
So
I think
hopefully I can squash any fears you guys or apprehension you guys might have.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at you, you don't look like you're up to no good. Or
I'm not.
like
I
that.
promise you that. I
Yeah.
promise I'm not.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to go by what you showed me.
Okay, great.
And I'll talk to their management.
Perfect.
and
That would be great.
I'll let them know what you're doing, and if they have any issue with that,
Yeah.
they may want to speak to you directly.
And that's fine. I'll speak to anybody that wants to speak to me, and I'll explain to them what I'm doing here, and that's not an issue. I don't want to escalate any situations here.
Yeah.
I'd want to keep it, as friendly and nice as possible. But that's why I had that pulled up already, because I figured, somebody would say something to me, so I just wanted to make sure that they understand. It's a good educational tool too, because
Yeah.
obviously those TSA officers, they didn't know that I'm permitted to film the security checkpoint, and now with this little bit of education and information, they do know. So in
Yeah.
case it happens again, as long as I'm not, like you said, as long as I'm not blocking anything.
Right.
So, which I'm not.
Yeah. So I guess my final question is, how long do you plan on being up here?
Oh, just a few more minutes. Just
Okay.
a few more minutes. Not long at all.
Okay.
Not long at all.
And I want to thank you for wearing a mask.
Oh, sure.
It is protocol for all airports, and
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's not an issue to me. It's not a big deal.
yeah, with the COVID,
Yeah, it's getting bad out there.
it's getting
Yeah,
very
no,
bad. Yes.
it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to wear one.
Yeah. Thank
Some
you,
people
Sean.
make it a big deal. No problem. Thanks,
Appreciate
officer.
it. Okay.
Thank you. How you guys doing today?
He's fine. We both looked at the TSA directive on TSA.gov, and it says filming is not prohibited, so we're going to let him finish up, do what he has to do. He's a journalist.
So, yeah, it's not prohibited, as long as you're not a filming procedure.
Yep.
Yes, you can film over there, but also as a journalist, you still have to get permission from the marketing director, Mr. Troy Bell, to film anywhere inside the building.
Well, we can
If
do
you got
that
any
too.
business. You
That's
got-
not true. This is a public building, sir.
We are on.
It's private property.
This is not private property.
Sir,
Yes, it is.
talk to Bill.
This is
Troy
not
Bell.
private property.
You need to get permission to film inside of the building.
Yeah, this
You
isn't
cannot
private
film
property.
inside the building, sir.
I
You
just
get
I just
permission.
Listen, this is the difference between an escalating officer and a de-escalating officer. I just showed. Can I get your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Captain Mason.
Captain Mason.
And I know for a fact that the video of anything inside this building, you need to have permission.
Do you have a policy or a procedure or a law?
Speak to the marketing director, Troy Bell. That's what I'm directing you to.
Yeah. No.
His office is right there.
Okay. Well, I just showed this officer the TSA guidelines. The TSA.
TSA.
This is the TSA security checkpoint.
This is Commission Airport.
Okay.
TSA is a private entity. They do checkpoints. So we're talking about
TSA is
inside
not
the building.
TSA is not a private entity, sir.
Okay. Government deal. Let me explain something to you. In order to film inside of the building, you need to get permission. The news cameras don't even come in here without getting permission. Okay? Did you know that?
I am news, yeah. So
Okay, did you know that the news people, before they film inside of
so
here, have to get
let me
permission?
ask you a question, Captain. So
That's it.
if Kim
I'm gonna
Kardashian
direct you
if Kim Kardashian was walking down this aisle right here, you wouldn't have a million people over here taking pictures? Come on, let's be reasonable.
That's totally different.
That's not
So let
different.
me ask you a question. What are you filming for?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
What are you filming for? Where's your content involved?
Why would I don't need
What
to
is your
disclose
content?
I don't need to disclose that to you. So
So
you
you
need
tell
you need
me
to
you
calm
don't-
down.
see,
There's a
I'm
way
not-
there's a big difference between
I'm not getting
the way
upset.
that this officer
I'm
handles
not getting
situation
upset.
and you're handling the situation,
He's
okay?
the chief. He handled it when I'm doing it another way.
Okay, great.
I'm telling you that.
So he's your supervisor?
And I have witnesses right here that if you need to, you want to film inside the building,
Okay.
you need to get permission. But we're not trying to harass you.
But you are, sir.
No, I'm not.
You are,
I'm
sir.
making a point.
You are, sir.
I'm making a point.
No, you're making an invalid point.
Okay, well, I'll
It's
tell you
invalid.
what. You need to, do you have, are you flying out?
Sir, I'm not answering
Are
any
you
I don't want to
flying
answer
out?
any questions,
I asked
sir.
you a question. Are
I
you
don't want
flying
to
out?
I don't want to answer any
That's what I'm
questions.
trying to tell you. Do you have any
I'm
business
not
at the airport?
I'm not yes, I do.
What business at the
Constitutionally
airport?
protected business. I
What
have
are you
freedom of
doing
press
at
in
the-
this country, sir.
I ask you a question. What is your business at the airport? Are you
Can I-
flying out?
Can I just get everybody's names
Are you
here?
flying out?
Can I get your name, sir? Officer Williams?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get your name, sir?
You got it already.
No, not his. Can I get your name, sir?
Sergeant Donko.
Sergeant what?
Donko.
Dawn?
Donko.
Donko. All right. Thank you, Sergeant.
Now, I don't care what you're filming. The problem of this, I'm asking a simple question. Do you have any business at the airport?
Sir, I don't have to
Yes,
answer
you-
that
yes,
question
you-
to you.
yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. But let me ask you a question. Do you have any business at the airport?
Of course I do. I have constitutionally protected business. This is a freedom of press activity,
You could
sir.
actually- No.
Actually, one thing, you did say you're news, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, all news has to get approved by the media.
No, that's why we have freedom of press. Freedom of press.
Right there. It's private property.
It's his freedom of press.
Airport's private property, okay? Not public.
Who owns it?
Okay?
Who owns
Now,
it?
What you can do is get permission.
Can you who owns it?
Permission. Listen.
I just want to
What
know
you
who
can-
owns
I don't have
it.
to answer that question because you don't want to answer my question.
Okay.
What you can do is get
But you're
permission
trying
to
you're
film,
trying but
okay?
you're trying to the reason why you should answer my question is because you're trying to exert an authority
I'm
that
not
you don't
trying to
have,
exert
sir.
authority. I'm even trying to.
Now, ain't this some shit? Airport police captain is trying to exert authority that he does not have. He's in the airport. He is a captain. His job is to protect the people of that airport as well as protect the airport itself. And all he's telling them, if like these frauditors like to say that they're journalists. Well, journalists, and I've heard this in other videos too, not from this asshole, other videos, legit things, okay, that media does have to make prior approval or whatever. Not prior approval, they got to make arrangements and all that shit. They just can't go in there recording. And I understand what the asshole's talking about, the paparazzis. Like if Kim Kardashian was walking through there, yeah, you see the paparazzis, following her. But they end up kicking the paparazzis out afterwards or whatsoever. But again, the captain is not being disrespectful in any way. But this asshole's got to look good in front of his subscribers. He's got to look like he's standing up to the captain of the airport police, guys. He is Long Island Audit, okay? Our freedom fighter, okay? Come on now. And I just, oh my God, I just want to say, and I don't want to talk dirty over the, because I know I got ladies that, watch my channel, so I just got so much profanity that I want to say right now, guys. The captain is not wrong, and you'll hear him say, he'll at his outro, he'll turn around and say that the captain was partially right. Partially. Captain was right, guys.
You are. I don't know why you're even involved in the situation.
Conversation.
I hope so.
We're having a conversation.
Okay.
That's all we're having.
I hope so.
Okay.
And I'm trying to help you to understand that
I don't need to
that
help to understand.
I have freedom of press in this country, sir.
Yes, you do.
I can peacefully record in public spaces,
Well,
sir.
you guess what? Who said that?
The Constitution of the United States.
Public spaces, that's fine. But private property, can you?
Who owns this
Can
private
you,
property?
Listen, can you do it in private property?
I don't. Who owns the private
Government doesn't
property?
own this building. The
So
city doesn't own this building.
okay, so
Okay,
who?
this is the commission. This is the commission.
Commission?
Capital Regional Airport Commission. This is private property.
Okay,
When you
so
go
who
into
owns it?
The Capital Regional Airport Commission.
Okay.
I just told you what you need to do. If you're a journalist, you will Google it and find out for yourself. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to explain to you in every detail. But if when you come on this property, you see signs coming to the airport. This is private property. The airport has a right to stop, search any subject, and you own this property. If you don't have any conducted any business on this business, we could ask you to leave for trespassing. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I just
Who
asked
gives
a
you
simple question.
gives you that authority?
I
If
give
it's
you-
a
the
private.
airport's authority.
But
Capital Regional
you
Airport
don't
has
work.
no
You
authority.
okay? Listen, you don't work for the airport,
Listen,
right?
I do work for the airport.
So, but you said it's private property. How
Capital
could?
Regional Airport Commission. We're a commission.
So
This is
so
private
you're
property here.
not. So are you a public official or are
I
you a
am-
private?
This is a local government.
Exactly.
Okay, all right then. But this is not public.
That's my
okay?
point.
You can't listen. This is not public.
You get paid by the
It's not
taxpayers.
public.
This gets funded by the
No, it doesn't.
taxpayers,
No, I
sir.
get paid by the Capital Regional Airport Commission.
Okay.
Now, one more thing. I got to tell you seriously.
I'm listening.
I understand your situation.
I'm listening.
But as a news journalist,
Uh-huh.
okay, to tape a film inside of the Capital Regional Airport Commission property in the airport, you need to get permission.
Okay.
Any schools,
Can you show it to
let
me?
finish.
Oh, you finished.
When schools come inside here and they want to do a project, they have to get permission from
Mm-hmm.
the marketing director. When the news, who does what you do, want to come in here and film about holiday traffic or anything of that nature, they have to get permission from the airport to film. Is that hard to understand? I will direct you to the director's office and you can ask him yourself.
Okay.
And this way you will know. You see what I'm saying? It's 4 people here. We're not going to tell you anything that's out of the ordinary.
Well, you're the only one telling me that this is private property
Yes,
and
it
I can't
is.
film here.
This is private
To be
property.
fair. Oh, you and you, Sue. Sorry,
Sir,
I
we have
understand.
every officer here going to take this as private property.
Okay.
It's on, when you come on a property, as a journalist, you understand, do your homework. It's right on, when you come inside the side of the property, it's the sign right there.
This is not private property,
Oh,
sir.
okay.
It's not. It's just not.
Sir, how about...
So you're telling me no taxpayer money goes to fund this
And
building.
you got a GoPro and all this stuff. Like, why don't you get on the...
So you're telling me
your
no
Google and do that.
so you're telling
That's
wait.
all I'm gonna
So
tell
you're telling me no
Obviously-
you get paid by public tax dollars,
Let
sir.
me just do this de-escalation technique. Obviously, we're not getting there.
I know we're
in this
not. We're
conversation,
not.
Okay?
We're not.
I'm telling you what's going on here at the airport because I've been working here for 20 years.
Okay.
Okay. You're just coming in here as an independent journalist, and you're telling me that this is public place and you can film and you can't. You cannot.
Okay, but I am,
Okay?
sir.
No. Obviously, in my opinion, for a fact, you understand you're wrong.
Okay.
You cannot.
So
do that.
what do we?
I'm telling you right now.
Well, what's the point of all this
Sir,
then?
It is no point.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to you.
I understand.
And you're trying to put some other bigger questions on me as if I'm going to back down or if I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's not the way to go.
I think it's
I'm just having
a mutual thing.
conversation with you,
Yeah.
And my conversation is still calm. You see what I'm saying?
I hope so. Yeah.
Just
Me
because I
too.
use my hand to talk, you use your hand to talk is the same way.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Okay, that's how people communicate.
Yeah. I'm not
Body
saying
language.
you're doing anything wrong.
Well,
I'm just
you
I
said
just
that-
I think that you are wrong. I just don't
Okay.
I don't think that you're
Prove to me I'm wrong. Go on Google and prove to me I'm wrong.
I don't have to.
Exactly.
I guess I am right now while I'm recording.
because
I'm
you're wrong.
recording right now, so I guess I
You'll
am.
find out once you put that video where you want to put it at, you find out that you were wrong.
Okay.
And you'll find out that I'm right.
Okay.
Okay?
We'll see.
All right. Well, you heard him get cocky with the officer, and hey, 1 point for Sean. You know, he's telling the officer, you're dead wrong because here I am still recording and you ain't doing shit about it. You see, now, I understand where the officer's coming from, and I've seen it in other videos, too. Nothing to do with frauditing. I've seen other videos dealing with the airport, and media does. You got to have prior arrangements. Certain areas before the checkpoint is the airport. I don't know if I'm going to explain this right. The TSA is not involved. TSA is only involved at the checkpoints and then after that where the airplanes are at, and then before the checkpoints going outside where the vehicles and all that are at, that's all airport police. So I understand where the officer's coming from, that particular airport is owned by a private company or whatsoever. Okay, it's a little tricky. It's like private and public kind of together somewhat, and I understand where the asshole's coming from too. You're a public officer. Your pay is coming from the public, so somewhat he considers that a public area. But again, whatever. I could kind of see where they're both coming from, but again, it doesn't excuse what the asshole's doing. Okay, TSA, and I don't know if I mentioned it already, that before the TSA, guys, the airlines used to do their own security. They were just getting people off the street, guys, and throwing them out there, check people for this and that and so on. They were not being properly trained. These were just regular people off the street. And then after the damage was done, after the hijacking of the airplanes and people died and all that, then the TSA was brought into the picture. And believe it or not, I hate to say it, but to this day, the TSA is still screwing up. I saw. I didn't add that on. I just picked two clippings out of the videos that I was watching today, and to this day, there are still people getting past the checkpoints with guns and all kind of shit. Like what the hell's going on? The TSA is lacking big time. I hate to make them look bad, but to this day, people are still getting past the checkpoint with guns. Ain't that some shit? So even the TSA got to be revamped, whatever the word is or whatever. But this is still the last place that they should be exerting their rights. An area like this that the damn people, the damn bad guys, this would be like, after the hijacking, this is something that, come on, they use airplanes as a weapon. That's what they did. They used the airplanes as a gigantic weapon, and I wouldn't put it past them that they try to do it again. So the last thing you want is for security to be on some bullshit. Okay, we can't harass nobody. We can't check nobody because they'll turn around and say we were violating their rights. When you got security and the police tippy-toeing because they don't want to violate anybody's rights, that's when all hell's going to break loose. That's when these asshole bad guys are going to hit us again because they figured, okay, they don't want to violate anybody's rights, so they're not screwing with anybody. Now is the time that we can get away with what we want to do. Hey, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I hope you guys understand what I'm getting at.
I think the mere fact that I'm recording right now is proving you wrong.
Listen, I don't care how much you record. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm not violating anybody's rights, yours, anything.
Well, great. I would hope not, sir.
Protect the property. You understand? The airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. Now, I'm telling you, as you're a journalist, you contact any news camera, anybody, they'll tell you the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's
Sounds good.
do, all right.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm asking you to just
I hope not.
take the time to listen to us as well as we listen to you.
I did, right? Did I not?
And yeah, you did.
Okay.
But I want you to know before you make comments like that or make a statement like that we're wrong. You need to have your facts in order.
But you don't have any facts.
You looked at a TSA website.
Yeah, TSA.gov.
Have you looked at the airport?
To be fair, officer.
Have you? Yes.
To be fair, listen. I listened to you. To be fair, I'm the only one that brought some kind of facts saying that I can film here.
Did you bring?
The TSA.gov website.
This is not TSA.
But what I'm trying to make the point to you is that I'm the only one in this whole group that's here that brought facts.
What fact did you bring?
You're just telling me your opinion.
What fact
it could be a fact. You're not bringing any though.
What fact did you bring?
That TSA permits me to film security checkpoints.
They permit you that? Okay, that's TSA.
Correct.
This is not TSA.
Okay.
This is Capital Regional Airport Commission.
Okay.
That's what I need to tell you.
But so bring me the same way I brought you to the TSA. Why can't you bring me something else?
And you'll see.
But why can't you show me the same way I showed you?
I want to show you the signs.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
All right.
All right.
Good.
All right.
That's your career, but you need to have facts about the building, not about one
I do.
TSA entity. You understand? This is the Capital Regional Airport Commission.
I do.
And everybody can tell you that. Come on, sir. Spanish? No. No. Oh. Yeah, honestly, this is the Capital Regional Airport Commission. TSA, they have the checkpoint. They do one job, we do another. But they all in-house in the Capital Regional Airport Commission.
I think you're wrong, and you think I'm wrong. So
I believe that you think the TSA owns this building.
I know, I didn't say that. No. No. TSA does not own the building. I understand that. They're a government agency in charge of protecting
I'm going to give
the
you the
building.
number to the marketing director, Troy Bell.
Sure, I'll
You
take
can
it
talk to
down.
him yourself.
I'll take it down, not a problem.
For dispatch. Because obviously we never taken our word for it that we work here every
Because
day.
I'm the only one that brought evidence.
That's okay. Can you give me a Troy Bell marketing?
If you brought me
please?
something down here
Yeah,
that said,
I'll try to direct you to the marketing office, but you still wouldn't believe me.
I mean, I'll take his number down.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the
I'll
number.
take his number
And
down.
You do me a favor?
Yeah.
I want you to call him, and then I want you to call me back and say, Mason, you were right.
Okay.
That's what I'm seriously. That's
Okay.
what I want you to
I
do.
will. If you're right, you're right. I will.
Disregard Troy Bill's number.
All right, guys. So I don't think we're gonna be hanging around here for much longer. I don't understand what's the issue here, but we spoke to a chief, we spoke to a captain, we spoke to a sergeant, and a regular officer who all responded here to the Richmond International Airport here. But I think they got their wires crossed a little bit, but hopefully no one's stopping me from recording, so we're gonna be getting out of here. It's enough back and forth. I don't want to argue with anybody. I got all my shots already. So we'll be getting out of here in a few minutes. Chief, take care.
Have a good day, sir.
Captain, thanks.
All right. Nice talking with you, buddy.
Nice talking with you as well. Take care, guys. Stay safe. All right, guys, so we're just getting out of the Richmond International Airport here in Richmond, Virginia. Started off with 2 TSA agents asking what I was doing. You know, I fully expect that. It's not a big deal. I always answer what I'm doing and treat people with respect, and they in turn treated me with respect, which I really appreciate. Then the chief came out, and the chief was also very professional, cordial, and respectful towards me. I was to him likewise. We had a great conversation. I showed him the TSA.gov, where it explicitly states that we have permission to film the security checkpoints, and that it is not prohibited. Then a captain came out, and in my opinion, he escalated the situation a little bit. Not to any extremes like I'm used to, but you know, I felt like he wanted to get his piece in, and I thought that the chief, his boss, had already handled everything and we were good to go. But he wanted to put in his 2 cents. You know, I will say that I did look into what he was talking about, and he's kind of right. I will admit that. The Capital Region Airport Commission is the commission that owns the Richmond International Airport and operates it, but that commission was set up via Virginia state law, and the people on the commission are appointed by cities in Virginia. For example, 4 commissioners are appointed by the city of Richmond, 4 commissioners the county of Chesterfield, the county of Hanover, 2 commissioners, and then each other participating political subdivision, 1 commissioner. So, you know, that's kind of like saying the Federal Reserve is private. Sure, but not really. So, you know, it is what it is. It's still publicly accessible. I still have the right to film. Obviously, that's why he didn't stop me from filming. So, another successful audit here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next.
At Logan Airport in Boston on this day 10 years ago, 2 hijackers arrived from Florida. And later, others are seen casing the security they will easily pass through on September 11th, run then by airlines themselves, not the government.
Now it's different because we have a professional law enforcement organization responsible for security.
Even so, as the Government Accountability Office has since found, the equipment of the new agency, the TSA, still can't reliably detect explosives. And TSA screeners continue to somehow miss a huge number of guns and weapons at airport security posts.
We don't pay them very much money, and we don't train them.